Okay, I am gonna quickly record this video. I've already recorded 2 videos before, that's why the board looks so messy. And I've just decided like it was just way too complex, way too long for what I was going over, and there's a few things I wanted updated. So, first of all, I want to talk about my standard. I was talking about my standard like 2 days ago. I was having a thought like I need to have a standard for myself. Like I need to have something that is like the bare minimum that I can do. This is it, okay? There's like 3 to 4 things that I'm really gonna focus on, okay? And that's physical health, work, diet, and videos. Okay, so those are like the 4 things that I have slapped down every day, and the goal is to do that for this next week. Okay, and after I do this for a week straight perfectly, or not even perfectly, but just like the best I can, then I get to add things to the standard or make it a little bit more, plan it out a little bit more, right? Because this is very vague. This is very like whatever. Okay. Anyways, how my day normally will go is I wake up around 8 p.m. I have meal one. I go to the gym. I have meal two. Okay. And then after meal two, I basically have free time till I go to work to 2 to 8 p.m. And then after some time throughout the day, I have to make one video. That's all I gotta do. Okay. Now, for gym, I work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I've done 6 days a week. I've done 5 days a week. Um, I've tried a lot of variations. This one I just love the best. This one, like, it really doesn't matter how often you go to gym. Like, as long as you go to the gym, you are working till failure and you are convicted. Like, you have conviction about your work schedule. This works for me. I love it. I've seen results with this. And it gives you plenty of time to rest and gives you no excuses to go hard when you go there. Okay, it just works for me. I love it. Okay. Um, yeah. Now on days where I'm not at the gym, I have this little star here on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. That is either gonna be I'm either gonna do run or calisthenics or both. Okay. Um, my girl, she runs quite a bit, like 10Ks like every other day. And I'm kind of been like it's kind of influencing me a little bit to run. And I did like a huge running session like last week. I absolutely destroyed my legs, and I was like, okay, I gotta make this like a frequent thing. And then calisthenics, I've been doing calisthenics for like 6 months now, very poorly, off and on. I want to actually like start tracking it, start doing it every day, or not every day, sorry, but doing it like in a structured way where I can track what I'm doing, right, and not just like randomly doing it because that's what I was doing before. I just like would randomly do a move. I didn't really track anything. Okay, so calisthenics. For diet, in the morning, meal one, 3 eggs. I have 3 to 4 boiled eggs. I have yogurt with granola, with a fruit, and then I'll have like dates or raisins on the side. Okay. Then meal two, I will have ground beef and onions, and then potatoes, ground beef and onions, potatoes, or like a broccoli, like kind of like steamed broccoli, with butter on it. Some just really plain, but I love it. It's amazing. I could eat it every day. It's beautiful. Okay. So that's about it. Okay. So that's kind of like the mornings. Wake up, meal one, gym, meal two, and if I'm not going to the gym, I'm doing calisthenics or running or both. Every day except Sunday. Sunday's gym work day off. Okay. Now for work, this is the big one. So Monday I do not work. That is my day off. Um, Tuesday to Friday we work 2 to 8 p.m. That is the standard they have. Um, my goal is to work more than that because I can, and why not? Work is like the most important thing I could do right now. Um, so maybe as time goes on, I start working 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. or 2 to 9 p.m. or something like that. Like just getting an extra hour in, it really adds up. It really adds up. And then Saturday, Sunday, because we work 6 days out of the week. I work 12 to 8 p.m. and again, um, as if I as time goes on, I might start working 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. or somewhere within that stretch. I have when I worked for Solar, I did work at 11 a.m. To 9 p.m. on some Saturdays, and yeah, it's like Now I know I can do it. I know I can do it, but this is the bare minimum. This is the bare minimum, right? We're not pushing ourselves too far. We're just gonna start with the basics, right, and nail down the basics. And then for work standards, all weather, I go out unless it's brutal. So unless it's like a crazy snowstorm, it's like really really windy, um, like really like tornado windy. Okay. Or it's raining or hailing, like something along the lines of that, like lightning storm or something like that, then I will not go out. You could go out. I have gone out on days on like that when we were doing road trips when I worked for Solar, and it's like you have a good day, but it kind of just like if you're not mentally tough and you don't know how to use it to your advantage, because there's some skill like you can use weather to like get inside the house quicker. It kind of just bums you out, and for the most part, it kind of bums me out. So for now, we're just not gonna worry about that. But we're still gonna go all weather. Like if it's like raining a little bit lightly, or if it's snowing lightly, if it's a little windy, if it's cloudy, whatever. Like I go out. Okay, and the goal is to make one sale every hour. Okay, um, if you make one sale every hour, you will basically you'll make somewhere around 8K a month, right? Now, obviously, this is the bare minimum, right, for me. The goal is to make more than this. Like, I'd probably end up trying to push myself to make two an hour, um, which is totally possible. But one an hour is the goal for now. The company I work with, they've been doing this for like 2 or 3 years. They've been tracking all their metrics, and they've kind of noticed that you kind of just default making a sale every hour. Okay, so if you're just out and you're just continually knocking, like you will make a sale every hour as long as you know the pitch and a few objections, smoke screens. Okay, and the other thing for work is I want to do like 15 to 30 minutes of training every day. Okay, preferably before work, like one I start doing training, just like watching a video or like watching a video and taking notes or practicing your pitch or like coming up with your own objection handlers. There's not really a crazy ton of objections and smoke screens in exterior window washing, so I don't really have to deal with much. It's gonna be more of like how like practicing smiling at the door and being a friendly face, right? Because you know people just kind of just go with you because you're nice, right? Or not nice, but you're kind, right? So the goal is to come off like respectful, kind, smiley, and kind of like bubbly, right? That's the goal. That's gonna be more of like what the practice is gonna be about because there's not a lot of objections and whatnot. So just like overall being a good person, it's not a hard thing to do. Um, yeah. Okay. Other than that, like work, that's the standard. Um, 6 days a week, 2 to 8, Tuesday to Friday, and then 12 to 8 p.m. Saturday to Sunday. All weather, unless it's brutal. One sale every hour, and 15 to 30 minutes of training every day. Okay, whether that's a video, practicing my pitch, coming up with stuff on my own notes, whatever it is. Okay. Okay, and then the last thing I have is one video a day. So I just want to record one video like this. Doesn't matter how bad it is, doesn't matter how short or how long. One video a day, okay? And we are going to try and do this for the next week. Hopefully I follow through with all of this. Even if I miss a few things, I'm not going to beat myself up for it, but this is like the bare minimum, right? This is what I can't go. I'm going to do my best to not go any lower than this. Yeah. Other than that, like, that's about it I got. I'm gonna follow through with this the next week, and then next week I'll probably have a better idea of like how much time I have in the day, energy, and what I can add, remove, and kind of make a more like structured like hour to hour one. But this is just for like this. I have so much time in the day. Like I still have other things I do in the day, like hobbies and whatnot, but this is bare minimum. Like this is what I absolutely have to do. Okay. Other than that, that's it for this video. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your weekend, and peace.